Chemical Leasing Awards. For the first time, this award ceremony and the award itself is made in a hybrid format. So it means people from all over the world can watch us now. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. South America, maybe, or worldwide, or China, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is there.
In China, no idea. No idea.
But everyone can be here who wants to be here. My name is Mari Lang. I'm a journalist and TV presenter, and I'm very, very happy to be your host for today. Before we start with the official award ceremony, I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of the award and also about the jury evaluation process. So we have a couple of jury members here today. Welcome. Let me introduce everyone here. It's Thomas Jackl. He was in the jury, and he will also be the moderator for today. He is from the Austrian Ministry of Environment, where he is Deputy Head of Department Waste Management, Chemicals Policy and Environmental Technologies. Good to have you here. Hello.
Thank you. Hi.
Then Maria Grineva. She's Global Chemical Leasing Award Coordinator at UNIDO, who is the organizer of the award. Then I have Reinhard Joas here. He's International Chemical Leasing Expert. Welcome. And also Dorothee Arns. She was also in the jury, and she's General Manager at the European Association of Chemical Distributors, the FECC. Welcome and good afternoon.
Thank you. Afternoon.
Thomas, I'd like to start with you. I really have to admit that before this event, I didn't really know what chemical leasing was. I've never heard of it before. And that's actually a pity because together with UNIDO, you've been promoting the business model for 17 years now.
Right.
That's a very long time. So could you maybe for all of us, maybe also people watching now, explain really shortly what chemical leasing is basically about and why everyone benefits from it, the environment and also the companies?
Okay. Right, to get the message across, first I'm happy to be here and looking forward to this event. In essence, nobody wants to obtain a chemical because it's nice to have it. Everyone is seeking for the performance a chemical is delivering. And when we talk about environment protection and circular economy, we do have this inherent conflict that somewhere in the value chain there is always somebody who wants to maximize the product turnover. And this is where chemical leasing comes in and introduces a paradigm shift by putting the performance, the service generated by the product in the center. And if everybody in the value chain has an interest to use chemicals with maximum resource efficiency, then we have a complete new paradigm. And this is what chemical leasing is delivering by putting the performance and the service in the center instead of the product turnover.
Mm-hmm. And today we will see which companies use chemical leasing and how they have developed over the years. Maria, UNIDO has been supporting the chemical leasing model for more than 15 years now. And in 2010, the first award was initiated. Could you say why exactly? What was the idea behind the award?
So at UNIDO, we decided to launch the award because we were really convinced of the benefits of this model. In 2004, we started demonstration projects around the globe. And in 2009, so it's 5 years later, we realized that the potential of the model is really huge and that actually chemical leasing is bigger than what we know about it. So we wanted to explore more about this model, to exchange some experiences, new case studies, success stories, and also to explore the new processes and new areas where chemical leasing could be applied, and also find out innovative ideas to bring this model forward and promote it not only to industry, but also to research institutions, to academia, to policymakers. So the award ceremony, award for us, it's a wonderful platform for all these activities.
So you're happy how it all turned out?
Yes, I'm happy too. It's already the 5th award for me, so yes, it's fantastic job.
I'd like to talk about the work of the jury a little bit, and you've been in different jury committees already. Could you give a little insight on maybe was something surprising this year or anything particularly interesting?
Well, I think there are maybe 3 major points I would like to highlight on your question. So a first thing is that we see an increasing importance of digitalization and innovation in the contact between the supplier and the user of chemicals, elements that are strong promoters for chemical leasing. A second point, we see now really a very wide international distributions, many countries, increasing number of countries. And also we see a very broad scope from very small companies with less than 10 employees, sometimes starting this business, to the very big global players. So this is really the whole scale of enterprises, which we see now in the 5th award. And last point, I think what was special here, after this long period, we see what we call champions. That means companies that are involved in this business model for more than 10 years, for example, and that are prepared to share their experience. And we see in the assessment of the case studies of these champions that they are still convinced and still the business model is working after so many years.
I can tell a little secrets about those champions. Maybe something will happen today in the award ceremony with them. I won't tell any more about it. You said globalization could be seen a little more this time. Do you think that the COVID-19 pandemic had any effect on not globalization, digitalization, sorry, had any effect on the digitalization of the companies?
Yes, I would say yes, and this will increase in the future. But the process started earlier. You see, for the evaluation, we are looking on projects that have a certain status already achieved. And so if we go back, then these projects started before COVID. And we see now that increasing digitalization is a strong accelerator for these type of business models.
Mm-hmm. Dorothea, I'd like to know, you were in the jury for the first time this year. Could you give a little insight on how the jury worked?
Well, indeed, it was my first time, and I have to say I was very impressed, first of all, by the jury work, and we represent only part of the jury. We had some other colleagues who cannot be here today, unfortunately, and we all came from other areas of expertise, so it was a very diverse jury, which added, to my understanding, to a sort of 360 degrees view on the different applications. And I was very impressed also with the level, the professionality of the applications. And as Reinhard has mentioned already, the diversity in terms of regions, in terms of application segments, it was very striking. And I have to say, we were very well orchestrated by UNIDO. It was a very efficient jury. So thanks also to my fellow jury members here.
That's very good to hear. Maria, I'd like to know, we were talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. Did it have any effect on the organization of this event and also on the award?
Of course, we had to postpone the award for 1 year. So, and also we had to try and to do our best to organize it in a new format, which we never tried before. So for us, it's also a new experience. And it's, of course, also digitalization, when Reinhard mentioned. It's opportunity for us and also a challenge, because from one side, we can all connect with different continents now. And yes, and like traveling virtually. But at the same time, it's a challenge because we can not be all together now and feel like a family. So we will try, of course, today to share our warm emotions, and hopefully our participants can feel through the screens, but it's challenging for us.
Mm-hmm. I had a look because you were the only moderator at the event in 2018. And I watched the video. There is a video from that event. And you could really feel, even by watching, that there was a huge audience and a lot of energy. And you even had, I think, 2 days before the award ceremony, you already had panels and big discussions.
Right. Yeah.
So what do you expect from this award ceremony today?
As Maria already explained, it also has advantages, and we are web streamed worldwide. And I hope the video of this event will have visitors during the months to come. And I hope that we manage to explain, like Reinhard told, that the business model chemical leasing is about to become mainstream in many areas. And you will see from the cases how well advanced this business model is in the meantime, how accurately the documentation has been developed. And so we are entering really a new phase. And I hope this event will also give us an orientation where should the award as an instrument himself develop itself, in which direction, what shall we focus on. So we hope also to get new guidance, but most of all I hope that next time we can meet all physically again, because it is a special feeling if you have companies from all around the world present, people who were totally committed during a long period, also had maybe fights inside the company with the management to go for it, and then you feel the relief and also the positive feedback in such a ceremony. And I hope we will get this across also today.
I hope too. We will do our best.
We will do our best, yeah.
I'd like to know, maybe as a last question, the companies that will present it and awarded here today, in what way can they be role models for other companies to take over?
Well, I think these companies finally succeeded to quantify the benefits. And I think this is a key point. When you talk about chemical leasing at the very beginning, everybody is enthusiastic and says, let's do it. And then when you start, you see it's more complicated than you expected, because you need to go into innovation. You need to optimize processes. You need to get people on board. And if you are successful, you see the quantification, you see the benefits. And I think what other companies will see from the award winners is they managed that the quantification shows the benefits, the triple win for the supplier, for the user, and for the environment. And this is a strong motivator for other companies.
That sounds a little bit that for maybe startups, it would be rather hard to implement that model.
Well, I think talking about digitalization, talking about innovation, that's exactly the area that is served by startups. And I think they can see the opportunities, and hopefully this event will motivate them to join the family, to join this business model, and help to develop it further with their means and with their tools.
Mm-hmm. You said family. Would you say the chemical business leasing model is still like a family?
I think it is. And I think the entries clearly showed all the applications. It does not make any difference whether you are big or whether you are small. Also, as a small-sized company, you can make a difference. And we had so innovative approaches there that it's also like an encouragement for other companies possibly to maybe take something over, build on the lessons learned there, and facilitate their entry into this model. And the chemical industry goes more and more in the direction to be a solution provider. It is not so much about the products themselves, but customers these days expect solutions. And this is a very good example for it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for this first round. We will have a very short break, and then we'll start with the award ceremony, with the official one. Thank you. Waiting for the spaceship to start. We need a countdown.
Ah, there it is. Ready for takeoff?
Good afternoon and welcome to the 5th Chemical Global Leasing Awards. Yeah, some people, I think not here in the audience, but in the broader audience online, might be a bit nervous today because they know that they could get an award, bronze, silver or gold. I'm actually not really nervous because I am a winner already.
Oh, why is that the case?
Well, I told you in our little round table that I'm not really an expert on chemical leasing, but I'm sure that I will learn a lot today. So I'm a winner.
No doubt about that, yeah, sure.
I think before we start, we need to thank a few people and a few companies.
Yes.
Maybe you want to do that?
Yes, of course. There are many people behind this award. First, of course, UNIDO and UNIDO experts have a long tradition in designing awards, getting companies on board. And there is a jury which is, in the meanwhile, really skilled. We have an excellent jury instrument where we can judge the various applications. And, of course, the sponsors of this award, Germany, Switzerland and also Austria are standing behind the model. And so there are a lot of people, organizations behind them, and also the companies applied this time should have a say. We have 92 applications from all around the world, and it's the companies which bring the award to life.
And this award is taking place for the 5th time. And
Right.
I said in the beginning, we had a countdown. So it was almost like when a space shuttle starts. And it's almost similar to NASA because we are also worldwide right now. So hello again to all the people who watch now online. And if you have any questions regarding this event, you can put your questions in the chat and we will be very happy to answer them either during the event or also afterwards.
And there's a very skilled expert from the Cleaner Production Center in Serbia, Dr. Vojka Sadric, and she's really brilliant. And there won't be, I can guarantee, a single question on chemical leasing she cannot answer. But Mary, what are you, when we talk about chemicals, right, in the broadest sense, so what are your first association if you're doing chemical products?
Well, I have the feeling that chemicals are basically everywhere. When I think of washing clothes or doing the dishes or, stuff like that, chemicals are everywhere. But I'm sometimes not sure if they're only a good thing. Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. Our modern society without chemicals is not just imaginable. And also, you're right, all chemicals have specific hazards. And if the chemicals are then released into the environment, there is always a risk that these hazards really show a certain effect. So there always was the inherent conflict between environmental protection and chemical turnover. And our thinking was, is there a bridge we can build between profitability for chemical companies and environment protection? And this bridge means resource efficiency. And that was our initial thinking. How can we make resource efficiency for an economically driven goal for all parts of the supply chain? Each part of the supply chain for itself values resource efficiency during the production, using less energy, using less resources. But there is always one part in the value chain who says, no, my business model is to maximize product turnover. And then how to get across this inherent conflict. And then we see you don't want to obtain a chemical, you don't want to obtain washing powder, cleaning a paint or a cooling agent. You want that the cooling agent delivers cooling. You want that the cleaning agent delivers clean surface. You want that the paint covers your car nicely. And so what happens if we put these chemical performances in the center of the business? To say, you car manufacturer, you pay me paint producer per painted carrosse. or you cleaning agent producer will be paid per cleaned area, or you cooling agent, you will be paid by temperature management. And if you do this, the chemical producer loses his economic interest to use as much as possible. On the contrary, it's turned around. Each part of the value chain now profits if the chemical is used with maximum resource efficiency. And that is what chemical leasing does.
And this performance-based business model, it started 17 years ago?
Right. So we started with academic studies, theoretical assumptions, and then we found that we didn't invent it ourselves. There were examples in the economic world around what we pooled them and tried, can we transform this thinking into other areas? And then, luckily, UNIDO picked up this idea, and together with their excellent network of production centers, which have a very close relationship to local companies, we managed to start this up. And then we thought, how can we monitor how the business model is developing in various industry areas, regions? And that was the idea of the award, to say, okay, on the one hand, to create an incentive, give it a try, and if you were successful, tell us. But also for us as policymakers to see, is it worth trying it? Does it make sense? Who has a good chance to make it happen? And where can we support, give assist? This was the idea mainly behind it. And
Maria Grineva from UNIDO, she told me today that the first award, it was really quite small.
Yeah, right.
And not so many applicants. I think 27 applications you got from 10 different countries. And then the applications got more and more. And today we have 92 applications coming from 20 countries, which is pretty impressive. Not only Austria, Germany, Croatia, it's also South Africa, Sri Lanka, Uganda, Zimbabwe, so really worldwide. We want to thank all those companies for applying this year. And I would say all of them are champions already.
No doubt about that.
But only a few can win.
Right.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
Why do you think that the number of applications has increased in the past years? And what does it say about the whole industry?
I think that chemical leasing has developed into sort of a trademark. It is really a brand. And people more and more know what it stands for. And it is, in the scientific literature, you would call it chemical as a service model. But we developed the brand chemical leasing. It's the same if you think of fairy tales. In not all fairy tale there's a fairy, right? And so in not all chemical leasing there is leasing. But it is a service-oriented business model. And I think it's the sheer success. You will see now today in the figures, it's the sheer success of the examples which is responsible for this worldwide movement.
Mm-hmm. We will put a spotlight on some of those 92 companies that applied this year. Yeah. And before we start with the award ceremony, I'd like to ask a few people to come here onto the stage to say their welcoming words, because it's a lot of people behind such a big award. I'd like to start with Mr. Stefan Sickers. He's Managing Director, Directorate of Environment and Energy, Department of Environment, and he will give his welcoming words on behalf of UNIDO. Good afternoon. Good to have you here.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for your kind introductory words. I want to be brief because so much has already been said. We are very proud in UNIDO to be able to host for the 5th time now these awards, and we are very proud to host so much work on the issue of chemical leasing. We really believe that this is today and for the future a decisive concept which helps us to develop into more resource-efficient, not only industries, but societies. We all, in order to combat the big challenges of the environment, which is climate change, which is pollution, which is biodiversity, for all of that, we need to be more careful with the resources that we have. Chemical leasing is a means to achieve this, to move forward, and to do so leveraging the power of industry. And therefore, I'm so happy to see not only here now 92 companies, despite the difficulties of the COVID times, where many companies were shut, we have more applications than ever. No, I'm also happy to be able to welcome here the guests in our studio here. Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's really a pleasure of having you here, of sharing with you this moment of the community for chemical leasing coming together. I know that all of you out there waiting to hear who are the winners are very burning with interest to see who it is. So I will stop here, wish you good luck in these final moments before the winners in each category are announced. And as it was said before, all of you are already winners because you're implementing an idea which is really bringing forward not only your companies and enterprises, but also actually all of us in terms of helping us to conserve our environment and the planet we are in. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sickers. And now I'd like to ask ambassadors that represent 3 donors countries that support the Chemical Leasing Awards onto the stage. It's Thomas Hollensteiner. He's from the Permanent Mission of Austria to UN. His Excellency, Mr. Götz Schmidt-Bremer. He's Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Permanent Representative of Germany to UNIDO. And Mr. Jean-Marc Flückiger. He's Deputy Permanent Representative of Switzerland to UNIDO. Welcome and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You can decide who starts.
I'm the one with the white hair, so I'm the oldest one. Thank you for being invited. You see, I'm just coming from lunch. I was honored. I had the pleasure for a farewell lunch with Lyon, the Director General of UNIDO. And the discussions at the table were about circular industry, environment, and new approaches to the challenges we are facing now, today, and tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. You see, I grew up near Leverkusen, at Bayer Leverkusen. I passed my doctorate at Speyer near Ludwigshafen, BASF. So I know about it. I know that chemical industry is not only important, it's essential for modern lifestyle. And one could add plenty of other examples than you, Lang, had addressed. But at the same time, you're right. Chemical processes, chemical products are always issue of concern. So vital on the one hand, but a challenge on the other hand. And to bring these two ends together. I'm glad I've learned coming here from this project, and I was enthusiastic of coming over to share. And as a Highlander, there only can be one. At least there will be 3 the categories. Thank you for being here with you. And it's a nice word in English as in German. Die Chemie stimmt. Chemistry is right. And amongst us and all those enterprises in all the countries, the chemistry is right. And that's most important. And let's go on with it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me today for this award. I know that beyond the screen, a lot of people must be very impatient. I have a few words to say. I promise I won't be that long. I'm really happy to be here together with our partners, with UNIDO, with the Austrian and the German governments, and to reconfirm the support of Switzerland for innovative business models such as chemical leasing, which helps to improve resource efficiency and reduce negative impacts of chemicals on human health and the environment. We were very pleased to join UNIDO and Austria in their efforts to promote chemical leasing worldwide, and together with them and with Germany to sign this joint declaration of intent on chemical leasing in Vienna in 2016. Together with all these partners, and possibly even more in the future, Switzerland will strive to ensure a greater uptake of the chemical leasing business model. I believe, and Switzerland believes, this award is an excellent instrument to recognize achievements of companies applying chemical leasing and mainstream the concept around the world. I would like to finish by congratulating all the 92 companies who applied today, and also in advance already congratulations to all finalists. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellencies, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to extend the warmest greetings from the permanent representative of Austria to the United Nations in Vienna, Her Excellency Ambassador Gabriela Sellner, who due to other commitments, unfortunately, cannot join us today. Decoupling economic growth from negative environmental impact remains one of the major challenges for sustainable development. In this respect, let me highlight UNIDO's role in making chemical leasing a global success story. Since 2005, UNIDO has been further developing and implementing chemical leasing in dozens of industrial sectors in dozens of countries on a global scale, as we have seen. UNIDO's activities are the reason why chemical leasing today has become a global success story and is one of the lighthouse initiatives among the worldwide endeavors towards sustainable development. The decisive new aspect of this business model is to make the service performed by the chemical substance the basis of the business operation. And in this way, an efficient use of chemicals is in the interest of both the chemicals supplier and the chemicals user, and eventually we achieve the required decoupling of economic growth from negative environmental impact. Austria will continue and intensify her support for chemical leasing as well as for this global award, because together with our partners, we believe that chemical leasing has a considerable potential for reducing emissions, resource efficiency, and energy saving. I'm thus indeed looking forward to learning about examples from global champions within the coming hours. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your opening words, and we will see each other again here on stage because you will help us announce the winners.
Right.
And last but not least, I'd like Dorothee Arns from FECC. She's General Manager there to say her welcoming words also. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the kind introduction, and to UNIDO and the ministries of Germany, Switzerland and Austria for getting us on board too. I represent the European distributors, chemical distributors, as united in FECC, the Association of European Distributors. We are very happy to sponsor some of the awards because we see that as a part of our living commitment to sustainability and to the responsible, safe and environmentally friendly use of chemicals. In fact, it was mentioned already that chemicals are everywhere. Without chemicals, this room would be completely empty. But we clearly see also, all of us, that we have to be extremely resource efficient and that we have to transform the way we live and also all the industries. We are happy to be a part of it. And this chemical leasing business model shows clearly how good practices can spread and can spread the word and the successes. So a big thank you to all the applicants. And as was said before, you are all winners and good ambassadors of the entire chemical value chain. Unfortunately, we don't have 92 trophies, which would be deserved for all of you. But let's see who got it at the end. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Dorothee Arns.
Thank you,
and I kindly ask you to stay on stage because you will also help us within the ceremony.
Yes.
And before we start, maybe a few last words. There are 4 categories this year.
Right.
You don't have to hide there. Please come here. We have the whole stage for us.
Thank you.
3 regular categories, which are case studies, innovation and research. And 1 additional category, which is an award for women-led initiatives, which I think is very, very important these days. And I heard or I said it already, there's going to be some surprise, but we're not going to talk about it, are we?
I can just say a few words about the rationale of the jury. We were confronted with so many applications, excellent ones, of, like Reinhard Joas at the outset said, are practicing this for a very long time. And then we saw the one or the other case which really didn't fit so accurately in one of these categories, but we wanted to give an adequate feedback and a positive feedback. And you will see in the course of this ceremony how the jury thinking crystallized, let's say.
And now we're really ready to start. And maybe before we begin with the first category, let's give a big applause for all the participants for today.
Absolutely.
We're going to start with the category case studies, and for that, I kindly ask Thomas Holnsteiner again to join us here on stage. And Thomas, maybe could you tell us a little bit about this category? What is it all about?
If we can brand it, let's say this is chemical leasing classics. This is the category for practicing companies, showing how their case is shaped. How is the relationship between the provider and the user formed? What is the unit of payment? There is very much know-how in that. What is the basis of payment? On what performance indicator did they agree? So this is the category for the real practitioners for implementation, and also to demonstrate that they comply with UNIDO sustainability criteria, because we want to avoid regrettable substitution or things like that. So this is all which makes this basic category for case studies.
And there were 39 applications this year in this category. And it's almost like at the Olympics here. We have bronze, silver and gold. And we start with bronze. And I'd like you to, Mr. Holnsteiner, to read for us. You can come here. Because we will have all the winners virtually online with us. And they will be seen here on this big screen. So let's not stand in front of it.
Okay, so bronze goes to Kenya, to the Equator Butlers Company Limited, Coca-Cola beverages.
And we hope to have someone from the company with us now on the big screen. I hope it works.
Yes, thank you very much for this special recognition and also for being awarded for these operations that we have done on chemical leasing. We really appreciate, because this goes a long way to re-emphasize our focus in terms of the environmentally sustainable chemical operations. Thank you very much. I want to pay a special tribute to Peter for supporting us on this journey, and also for our very own Susan for leading this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And this trophy, the bronze one, goes to Ecuador Bottlers Ltd in Kenya. Thank you. And maybe Thomas, could you tell us why the jury chose this case?
Of course. You see here, Marie, what this company is actually doing. It's one of the largest beverage companies in Africa. And what they did is they are paying the chemical providers per washed bottle or per bottle conveyed through the factory. The conveyor belts greasing is high-tech greasing, is also based on chemical leasing. And if you look at the figures and compare the status before they implemented chemical leasing with the actual status, they use 80% less chemicals. They use 40% less energy. And here you see that chemical leasing as a business model of circular economy has an incredible potential to contribute positively to climate change. So it's really a perfect showcase, and congratulations also from my side.
Thank you. We will continue with silver.
Okay, silver goes to Brazil, to the company Fumajet. Congratulations.
We're still in Kenya. We go to Brazil now.
It's around the globe, almost.
And this trophy in silver goes to Fumajet SA in Brazil. And we hope to have someone from the company with us now. Welcome.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
This is your trophy.
Hi, we're very happy to represent the Brazilian entrepreneurship and to receive the Global Chemicalism Award. The Chemicalism was introduced to Fumajet in 2014. We identify a great opportunity in a new business model to offer to our clients, something more effective, more environmental friendly, more economic to everybody, you know. So we don't sell chemical anymore. We sell results, we sell efficiency. So the Chemicalism Award was very important to us, but we cannot stop here. I think we need the support to take all those innovations efforts to help lives globally. There are so many important innovations for startups around the world which could help millions of people, but even with a lot of sweat in the case, sometimes those innovations don't get anywhere. By the end of the day, what's just a good idea. So we really appreciate the opportunity. We'd like to thank UNIDO for the encouragement. Now in Brazil, we're going through a difficult times around the world because of the pandemic. But the important thing now is take care of ourselves and keep innovating. It's the only way that we can reach the future. I hope I see you guys soon.
Thank you very much and congratulations again. Thomas, maybe a few words to this case. A few words,
of course. A very interesting case, of course. This company is active in a very delicate business. It's mosquito control. And they managed to develop new hardware, new technologies. And this shows another specificity of chemical leasing. It enables new technologies to enter the market, very high-end devices for mosquito control. And one glance at the figures once again, before chemical leasing and after chemical leasing, minus 60% chemicals and minus 80% mosquitoes. They even became much more efficient in what they were doing due to very accurate monitoring of their business. So brilliant, once again.
Win-win situation.
Win-win, win-win.
We're about to open the gold envelope.
2 golds.
And we have 2 golds.
We have 2 golds,
trophies.
yeah.
How come?
This is, you will see, it's the same case, it's the same example, but in this case we have applications both from the chemical user as well as from the producer. And so
gold goes to which country?
Well, twice to Croatia. And the first prize goes to the company Plava Laguna. And the second gold prize to Ecolab. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And they not only get this trophy, I think they also get something more.
Yeah, as a gold medalist, you get a little bit of prize money, which hopefully will be appreciated. I'm sure you know what to do with it in Croatia.
We hope someone over there is happy now with the prize money and the trophy. Let's see who it is. Croatia is very far away, that's true. If not, if nobody is there, I think we have a video that can be played now.
Thank you very much for this award given to Plava Laguna Poreču, Croatia. We are very happy because we can see that our effort is much appreciated in the world. Security and safety are at the moment a priority in the hospitality sector as well. So we are very proud to be recognized as pioneers in this chemical leasing segment. Sustainable chemicals management is extremely important for the tourism industry because of our basic resource are the environment. We are obligated to value the environment in which we operate. So thank you very much for the Global Chemical Leasing Award. We will value it in Plava Laguna. At Plava Laguna, everyone is welcome, from the moment they arrive to the moment they leave. We want our guests to feel the warmth of our hospitality. So we introduce them to our beautiful Istrian countryside and the wonderful Adriatic Sea. We share the delight of our national cuisine and fantastic wines. We show our guests the best of Croatia, and we are very happy to do it in environmental friendly way. Thank you.
I don't know where you are going to go next summer to holiday. I'm going to go to Istria to this hotel.
You will be amused, but my last 7 summer holidays I spent right at this resort in US. It didn't influence my objectivity as a judge.
You're not the only one in the jury, so that's okay. Thank you, too, for announcing this category and the winners.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. And Dorothee, we will see each other again.
Yes,
Thank you. We will continue with the next category. It's the category innovation. And maybe you can tell us a little bit about this category. What can we expect from
Of course, I will, Mary. Just a few words, maybe to the gold winners. What their business model is? It's dry textile cleaning, and this has the advantage that you have already there a performance-based approach. If the chemical provider is paid per cloth or per coat which is cleaned, and they rolled this approach out throughout the whole companies, which has 3,000 employees. 30% less chemicals, 50% less water. They save, by implementation of chemical leasing, 21 million liters water per year, which is for a dry land like Istria quite an important thing.
I was so overwhelmed by this invitation to come to the hotel that I completely forgot about the chemical leasing case.
It also it nicely matches with the innovation aspect. Here in this category, we tried to get examples showing how can chemical leasing actively support innovative approaches in many areas, in product development, in process development. And as I just said, chemical leasing sometimes merges know-how from the chemical side with the know-how of the applicant side and the hardware. And we were looking for, or we wanted to show examples where innovations which wouldn't come to you at the first sight, really found their way into the business due to chemical leasing. This is what we wanted to show.
And now we want to start with gold, silver and bronze. Of course, we start with bronze. And the winners will be announced by His Excellency German Ambassador Götz Schmidt-Brehme and Maria Greneva, the representative of UNIDO. Welcome back on stage. We want to know who gets bronze in this category.
Oh, that's nice.
Which country?
Sri Lanka, Finlay's tea estates.
Congratulations. And this trophy goes to Sri Lanka. And we hope we can reach someone over there.
Hello.
Hello and good afternoon.
Here we are. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you. We're so delighted to have been having this award getting us today, and it's really we have been in this project in the implementation of this model, the chemical leasing model, from 2014 onwards. And we were motivated by that time how that it could contribute to the industry, especially the agriculture industry. So Finnish Tea Estates, we joined hands with the National Cleaner Production Center in Sri Lanka. We learn about the new business model and the potential that it can contribute to our country as well as to the industry. So together with them, as well as with the suppliers and the other stakeholders, we were implementing this project over a long period of time. We were running this project for the last 8 years, I would say. And we learned during this period a lot of challenges we experienced, and we learn a lot. A lot of multifold benefits for us, like for the tea industry, as well as for our suppliers as feedback to develop their products. And also we provide a lot of social and environmental safeguarding our environments, as well as it adds value to improving our health and safety, and finally to produce a safer and healthy tea. I'm sure you would like to have a safer and healthy tea. But as a team, we are very excited to hear that we are among the finalists and to have these awards. So it's a wonderful recognition for our work, especially the team who is working on ground, for all the managers who are on estates, and it's their hard work and who are monitoring this project. So thank you so much for everyone who contributed for this. And not only that, we believe that we can go even further. We can work towards a performance business model and apply this model to the other part of our companies and to the agri industry in Sri Lanka. So thank you so much to the jury, and thank you so much, UNIDO, for this award for us.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Can you tell us a little bit about this case?
Of course. This is one of the largest tea producers in Sri Lanka. And you see the unit of payment is money per hectare of cropland. And Sri Lanka is a pioneer in applying chemical leasing in agricultural areas. The innovative aspect here is that they embedded their chemical leasing application into a broader strategy. They achieved 50% reduction in chemicals use, and they convinced their government and their authorities that with chemical leasing you apply a new best available technology, a new standard. So they transformed their business model into authority thinking and authority instruments, thus making it more or less a requirement for the whole state of Sri Lanka to apply it. So this is also a kind of framing of chemical leasing, and they did it in an excellent manner.
And there were 25 applications in this category,
right.
And we have another bronze.
Another bronze, yeah.
Why that?
This is due to sheer mathematics. If the judgment of the jury shows 2 ex aequo candidates, they get 2 awards. Yeah.
So let's see who gets bronze again. Where do we go now?
Hoffentlich reicht der Funkkontakt nach Österreich.
Austria.
Hallo, Systemhygiene GmbH.
Let's see if we find someone here. Congratulations.
Systemhygiene GmbH. My name is Dominik Lehner, Head of Innovation Management and the Project Leader of NOAA. Who is Hollow? As a hygiene specialist, we develop innovative cleaning and hygiene systems. And the 17 SDGs build the frame of our daily actions. And therefore, they are implemented in our company's strategy. Our claim is, now that's clean, today, tomorrow and in the future. And NOAA reflects all aspects of that claim.
We are simply thrilled to have won this award. It's not only an acknowledgement of our hard work during the project, but also confirmation that we are moving in the right direction. First of all, we want to thank the whole project team at Holu, who made it possible for us to receive this award.
We also want to thank Chemical Leasing, our development partners and the key customers who were also part of this exciting journey. Did we forget someone?
Yes, Marco, we forgot Noah.
Oops, sorry, Noah, who in particular has helped us to prepare this speech. Should we have a look if we have forgotten something?
Yes, let's have a look. So, we introduced ourselves and Holu. Check. We said how thrilled and happy we are about winning this award. Check. We said our thank you. Check. And we introduced Noah. Check. Don't forget to say goodbye and celebrate.
That task is still open. Let's make a tick behind it. So, goodbye to everyone and thank you again. Cheers to Noah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dominik.
Congratulations to them. And of course, that's something that they reminded us of. Of course, we have to celebrate. And I hope all the winners today celebrate wherever they are now.
Hopefully, yeah.
You can drink a glass of champagne in the morning.
Yes, true.
I don't know where, maybe in China, or I'm very bad with time
course.
zones, or even in the evening. So.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about this case.
Of course. Reinhard Joas in our roundtable discussions told us that the next big thing is applying intelligent computational technologies, Industry 4.0 instruments into chemicals business, tracking the chemicals, implementing machine learning to make during the business, the use more efficient, constructing digital twins of one company to adapt the processes adequately, or, for instance, using blockchain technologies to simultaneously follow chemical processes throughout the world. And one part of that has been applied by this company. They really invented a very smart IT tool for tracking, judging the performance of the chemicals, and so they showed us to a certain extent where the next stage of the journey will lead us to.
And please, His Excellency, tell us who will get silver in this category.
Okay. We're going to Ukraine now to Dünger LLC.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Ukraine.
Hello, everyone. We are happy to receive this award. The award is given to me, belongs to my team. I want to thank my colleagues who participated in the project. I would like to thank the jury members for their attention to the products that were developed during the pandemic. For us, this award is an assessment of our efforts and hard work and another step towards our plans. I wish all of us new interesting projects and victories.
Congratulations to Dünger LLC. And this trophy, like all the others, will go after the award ceremony to all the companies that won their trophies. Some words to Dünger LLC?
This is about innovation in the agrochemical sector. And here it is about how to apply agrochemicals, not just because it's May 21st and we always bring out fertilizer May 21st, just because how to design a demand-driven use of agrochemicals. And what they did is they used a very innovative way to apply fertilizer. It's demand-driven, demand by the plants. This concept of fertilizer only delivers the nutrients to the extent necessary, and it is costly. But as it is demand-driven, even here we have extraordinary also economic advantages. Very smart, very innovative.
Thank you very much, Thomas.
Thank you.
And now we want to know the gold trophy and money goes to which company? Okay. And which country?
Ecuador, Smart Chemistry SMAC.
Congratulations. Who can we welcome there? Hello and congratulations. You're already online.
For me, for the SMAC team, it's a pride to be finalists and now winners of the Global Chemical Leasing Award 2021. We are sure that work in harmony with nature and the environment is possible. We recognize the valuable job of the UNIDO Chemical Leasing team to promote the best ideas to make the work more sustainable. Smart Chemistry will continue working to contribute to improve the sustainability of our world by reducing the impact the chemicals cause on the environment, water, and human health through the application and promotion of the chemical leasing model. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations.
Superb.
Yes, and we will greet her on stage also.
Welcome, Ambassador.
Welcome. Thomas, why does gold go to this case in Ecuador?
This example, Marie, was so striking for the jury because it combined such a multitude, a plethora of assets which can be achieved. They demonstrated, so they switched the nature of disinfectants for food industry, very, very delicate issue. So, and they managed to use very much environmentally friendly benign substances, they had large improvement in the occupational health area, and it is a technology which can stay on and which hasn't to be rinsed off. And so they managed to combine resource efficiency, improvement in the occupational health, environmental quality, and efficiency in disinfection. So what can you wish more? So it was really striking for us.
Thank you very much.
Very innovative approach. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for announcing the winners in this category. And Maria, I'd like you to stay because you will assist within the next category as well. We continue with research. That's the last of the regular categories for today. And I was wondering what the jury was focusing on in this category and if there were any surprises in the applications this year.
Yeah, the intention here was how can we address the scientific community? We know that chemical leasing is a more and more increasing topic in the scientific literature, analyzing the model, showing pros and cons. But we wanted to demonstrate also, is there scientific work really finding its way into the application? Does scientific work back up chemical leasing? How can we imagine about possible synergies, and how can we find examples where companies use company-owned research and science for development of chemical leasing? This was our intention, and hopefully we found the one or the other example here.
And those of us who listened very carefully with the numbers of the applicants know how many applications were in this category. Do you know by heart?
No, I have no idea. Help
there
me,
were
Marie,
28 applications in the category research. And for announcing the winners, I'd like to welcome the Swiss deputy Jean-Marc Flückiger here on stage, and Maria Greneva from UNIDO will assist as well. Welcome back on stage. And we will, of course, again start with bronze in the category research.
Thank you. Drum rolls. And the winner is, from Germany, Niels Decker, is master thesis. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Germany. And for Niels Decker, chemical leasing is personal because he started his professional career at UNIDO, I heard. And I hope we can welcome him here on stage now.
Yes. Thank you, and greetings, warm greetings to Vienna. It would be, of course, nice to be with you in Vienna, but now I'm sending my best regards from Germany. I hope that, what shall I say? I want to thank, of course, the chemical leasing jury for the decision. I want to thank the other applicants, and I want to greet and thank the whole chemical leasing community, as mentioned by the moderator, and I just can say that this is a very personal story for me. I'm glad that I can be part of this chemical leasing story, and what my research work taught me is to not stop and stay where you are, but to always move forward in life, also in chemical leasing. And that is why I'm connecting this. You see the classroom behind me. We should also not forget that research and chemical leasing is about trying to implement something for the next generations, that we are not doing this just for us, but we are just small, tiny parts, and that we are trying to improve the world, not only for us, but also for the next generations. And we have to explain why chemical leasing, why it is connected to the UN Agenda 2030. And we can do this in very small parts, and we can do this at the UN level. And I was happy to do this work, and I'm happy to receive this award. Thank you very much. I would love to see you all in person, but it is as it is. And I'm now celebrating a little bit here, probably the next days with the kids around. That would be very great.
With orange juice. Congratulations. And everything Niels Decker just said about his research, did you, as a jury, also find this in his case? In this case?
Yes, his master thesis was. He's very experienced in chemical leasing, and he analyzed how can chemical leasing contribute to achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and he very accurately did this analysis per Sustainable Development Goal, and he also delivered indicators how this track could be monitored. It's a very smart thesis, and the jury was absolutely convinced. Yeah.
When I look over there, there is another bronze. Yes. We have another one. So there were a lot of cases that were really, really similar when it comes to quality.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So let's see. Bronze goes to which country?
Drum rolls number 2. South Africa, to the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research.
Big applause for this company. We hope we can fly.
Am I on? I'm Dr. Lucia Steenkamp, and I'm a principal researcher at the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research in South Africa. And it's a huge honor for us to receive this reward because the biocatalysis group really is very passionate about developing technologies with very low environmental impact. And I think by receiving this award, we can motivate our industry partners to really adopt this model and build on this chemical leasing model because it's really novel in South Africa.
Congratulations and thank you for applying. Why did the jury decide on this case?
This example displays how the implementation of a scientific discipline, green chemistry, can contribute to chemical leasing. What they did is they, in a synthesis, a cascade of synthesis processes, they skipped 7 stages by switching to a micro biotechnological assay where a certain substance is synthesized by microbes in a certain white biotechnology setting. So they implemented the chemistry, the green chemistry principles, and demonstrated that they can produce the same chemical with much less resources, and they backed up this practical approach with scientific publications in peer-reviewed journals. And so they very nicely demonstrated how the implementation of a purely scientific approach like green chemistry can manifest in a very, very specific and punctual example.
Which is actually really impressive.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. The next envelope will tell us who will get silver in the research category.
Tension is rising.
Drum rolls.
Drum rolls. And silver goes to Colombia, Polychem.
Congratulations and applause. Hello to Polychem SAS in Colombia.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Janet Castaneda.
Ooh, the quality is pretty bad. Can we do something about it?
From UNIDO, especially because we know that our company was selected from among companies of great value, recognition, and excellence. We are proud, and it is an honor for us to receive this award for the 2nd time. We feel we are on the right track and that our efforts through the last couple of years are being compensated. For us, this is only the beginning, though, as well as we will continue to strengthen our knowledge and the creation of new strategies for manufacturing of our products in order to make them every time more and more environmentally friendly. We thank the UNIDO for having considered our participation in this great challenge, and we say goodbye with the promise that our firm commitment to keep working towards an even more sustainable chemical industry that will allow us to better take care of our resources. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations. That was a big promise we heard now, and I also heard that they already got an award at the Chemical Leasing.
Right, they are quite a traditional already applicant, and they are a very skilled professional practitioner of chemical leasing. But in this case, what they demonstrated is how rapid and effectively they managed to implement recent scientific findings, also within the company. So they displayed also how an efficient decision-making process can be designed to bring scientifically backed findings rapidly into practice. And the way you demonstrated, well, that was very convincing.
Thank you. And we're now waiting. Who will get gold in the research category? Lost?
Lost envelope.
Please. We hope not. The tension is rising, the drum rolls.
The tension is at its highest. And drum rolls, and gold goes to the United Kingdom with Sinomine Specialty Fluids.
Congratulations. And it's so nice to see we're really all over the world. The map is filling with
yes, great
spots. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the gold award. That was certainly more than I had expected. Yeah, I must say that on behalf of all my colleagues in Sinomine Specialty Fluids, I want to say that we're really, really happy to receive this award today. To us, this means that our leasing model that we strongly believe in is being valued. We know that the only way we can supply this very rare and valuable fluid in these huge quantities is through this chemical leasing model. We also know that there is no way our customers, who are the oil field gas and service oil and gas operating companies, can use this product, which actually increases their performance and also reduces their HS&E risk through chemical leasing. Personally, I've been involved with reclamation of formate brine since the 1990s. Since I joined Sinomine Specialty Fluids 17 years ago, I have been very fortunate to work with some talented researchers, a great, excellent laboratory team, and an excellent processing team to develop the current reclamation technology. It means a lot to all of us involved today to receive this recognition for our research. I also hope that by Sinomine Specialty Fluids receiving this award today, that could perhaps motivate other oil field service companies to introduce a similar model, something that will have a great impact on chemical consumption and safety and the environment. Again, thank you very much. This was overwhelming. I'm really happy.
Congratulations. Thank you for applying. Let us know why the jury chose this case.
Yeah, this is a company which is very, very experienced in applying chemical leasing. So this time they didn't demonstrate any figures or any achievements in terms of reducing resources. They demonstrated how they translated their experiences and their findings into scientific publications, official standards, and routines that convinced the management. So they translated their actual practices and findings into scientific instruments which are very, very convincing for the management. If you say, this is our process, we patented it, here it is as a new standard, then for the management, you defined a new level. And this is what they did. They transformed their experiences into very down-to-earth scientific hard instruments like scientific publications, official standards, and patents. And it was really amazing how they demonstrated how you can use research-oriented instruments in the managerial practice. It was really great.
Sounds You sound impressed.
Yeah, yes, we really were. Yeah.
And it sounds impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, you two, for announcing the winners in the research category. Thank you, and thank you for the drum rolls.
Thank you.
We finished with the regular categories.
Right.
We will now introduce a new category that's first implemented in the Chemical Leasing Awards this year. It's the Women-Led category. And I was wondering when I read it that you have a special category for women-led companies. Is the business of chemical management a masculine domain, would you say? Or why did you?
It's always a thin ice for me as a male person addressing. But let me just share some observations. We see women over proportionally represented in chemical leasing applications. I can't give you a really very well-backed explanation for that, but this is just the observation. Maybe because it's also a lot about social competence, emotional intelligence. You need to be very convincing and show the commitment. But this is just what we see, and we wanted to make these excellent experts visible and demonstrating that chemical leasing, to a large extent, is a female success story.
And from the 92 applications in the main categories, we have now 38 applications in the women-led company category, which is actually, it says a lot.
Yes, a lot, absolutely.
There are a lot of women. The winners will now be announced by Thomas Hollensteiner, who I would like to welcome on stage again, and by the FECC General Manager Dorothee Arns. Welcome back on stage. And we have some envelopes left and some trophies, and we will start again with bronze in the Women-Led Initiative Award. Which country?
Okay, so I'm very pleased to congratulate Ukraine, the company Dünger LLC for bronze.
We heard of them before. Congratulations.
Thank you again. I can't believe we did it twice. I am honored and happy for our team. We will continue our progress and development. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for applying. We heard about this case and company before. Why did you choose it for this category?
It depends. Each application had to display what was the specific role of women in this case, where was their decisive point of action, and if this could be clearly demonstrated, and we saw that that was ladies here with their striking expertise bringing the case forward. This was just what convinced us.
Thank you. We have silver now. Drum rolls.
And silver goes to a company from El Salvador, to the Novo Hotel and Suites company. Congratulations.
We hope to be invited there too. Congratulations and welcome to El Salvador.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings all. My name is Carmen de Garcia Prieto, and I'm the General Manager of Novo Hotel and Suites. And in the name of our staff, I proudly accept this award, and thank you. This is the result of more than 10 years of hard work, and we have been constantly innovating our company, adopting chemical leasing, renewable energy on water heater systems, proper organic waste management, and the balance of use of our resources, natural resources, that is very important. And our philosophy is now very clear. We need to adopt cleaner and conscientious processes in order to ensure the harmony and preservation of our already damaged environment. We are very proud to be here today, and thanks all our new partners on this and this developed thing we have been doing, the partnership and the guidance provided by National Cleaner Production Center of El Salvador, and of course the United Nations Industry Development Organization, UNIDO, thank you, and we hope we will be continue working alongside each other. Thanks to all my team, our staff is very proud, and we hope to keep on working with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Novo Hotel and Suites in El Salvador. Why did the jury choose this case in El Salvador?
From the nature is a crystal clear model, a case of chemical leasing in the hotel sector, involving cleaning of the facility and also laundry, and the specific commitment of Carmen Garcia Prieto and her colleague, the laundry manager, was very well described and displayed, and it was very clear that without the involvement of those two ladies, this case wouldn't be here. So it was quite obvious for us.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, we have one last gold for today in an envelope, so and it goes to which country?
To announce the gold winner. And, the winner is a company from Kenya, the Equator Butlers Company Limited, Coca-Cola Beverages again.
We've also met today. Congratulations. And hello again to Kenya. Someone there?
Hello, and we are very excited to get this award once again. Thank you very much, team, for this recognition. Like we said earlier, this goes a long way in recognizing the efforts that we put in making sure that our operations are environmentally sustainable. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations. 5,000 euros and this trophy will go to Kenya, to Ecuador Bottles Limited.
Superb.
We've heard about this company before, but maybe some last few words?
Yes, you know, this is really huge brewery who managed to implement chemical leasing in various areas. And one key role in this application was the Safety, Health, Environment, Quality Manager lady, of course, and the Environment, Occupational Health and Safety Coordinator. And those two ladies, they were... It was very well documented that they were the engines of the project, but they shed specific light and laid specific emphasis on the documentation how the occupational health situation has improved. They switched from water-based greasing, which causes very slippery floors, and they have in their factory plenty of accidents. And then by implementing chemical leasing, you use dry cleaning, dry lubrications, no more slippery floors, and they had 4-6 accidents per year less since they implemented it. And such cases were documented, and so they showed us a completely different angle and documented it very nicely, and their commitment and their accuracy in documenting the effect was striking.
So I can hear the documentation is also very important.
Very important, right.
Thank you very much. And thank you too. We're now done with the main categories, with the key award nominations, but there is more to come. And I'm not sure, will we do it together or can I invite someone on stage?
You can invite someone.
I'm not sure if he knows about it because the person who should have done it is not here today. But I greeted him in the afternoon already, Reinhard Joas, international chemical leasing expert, and he was talking about the champions.
Right.
And I think it's time for the champions now. You look a little bit surprised. I think you might have something for us now. You want to join us, or otherwise Thomas and I will do it?
Reinhard is always welcome at the stage. Or maybe you could explain why the jury used also to shed some light on our front runners.
Well, the basic idea was we see some companies doing this for years now, and we want to have a fair competition. So giving or putting all companies in the same pool for getting the award would be a drastic advantage for those that already are doing it for 10, 15 years because they have excellent quantification, they have excellent documentation, they can share a lot of experience. So we said we want to give newcomers as well as a chance. And so those that are doing it for a long period should apply in a different format, and we call this format champions. I think this was the basic idea. And also to have these companies shown with a special recognition as a motivation for other companies to follow, because doing such a business model for 10, 15 years is really a very strong signal that it works.
And I think for all the people online, you need the microphone because your voice is quite good for the room here, but not for the people online. We have 23 champions, 23 front runners, and I think we just read them out and introduce them to the audience.
Okay.
And I start. Yeah. It's BASF from Brazil. It's Crown Beverages Ltd in Uganda. It's Ecolab in Croatia, Ecolab in Ukraine. It's Ecopetrol SA in Colombia, Finlay's Tea Estates in Sri Lanka, FKL in Serbia, Fumajet in Brazil, General Motors in Egypt, Green Chemicals do Brasil in Brazil, Group PSA in Brazil, and Jekle Chemie in Germany. You want to continue? Or should I go on?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's Kama in Egypt. It's Kenya Breweries Ltd in Kenya. It's MAS Active Linea Intimo in Sri Lanka. Plava Laguna in Croatia. Polychem SAS in Colombia. Radomysl Brewery in Ukraine. Ravago Chemicals in Serbia. Safechem in Germany. Sinomine Specialty Fluids in the UK. Surfmont Laundry in Montenegro and Surfmont Supplier in Montenegro.
Thank you, Mari, for being so patient.
Those were the 23 front runners.
Yeah. Maybe, if I may, thank you for spelling them out. But for us in the chemical leasing community, it is very important to show that there are world-leading companies among them practicing this model successfully throughout years. So we wanted to avoid the impression that there are only new kids on the block. No, it is that the chemical leasing business model is about to becoming standard mainstream in many, many areas. And this is why we wanted to have a special acknowledgement for these companies. Thank you.
And I think we prepared 2 special recognitions.
Exactly, right. Yes, the one special recognition we prepared will be presented by a video, I think. Victoria Consulting, Stranja Milanovic from Serbia. This is a very nice example where chemical leasing also can be a topic in at school. I think we have a video here.
I think it's only the picture. It's the drawing of...
We're so happy to participate in Chemical Leasing Award this year. Our key idea was to explain the chemical leasing model also to kids. And myself, Strahinja, helped me to realize this idea. And he would like to say a few words to you. Hello to everybody. My name is Strahinja.
Volio bi kada bi svi takmičari mogli da osvoje neku nagradu, zato što je hemijski leasing način da pomognemo da spasimo svijet od zagađenja.
I would like that all participants could win some of the prizes, since the chemical leasing is a way to help us to save the world from the pollution.
Ovo je moj crtež na kome nacrtam hemijski leasing.
This is my drawing presenting chemical leasing.
Koristi za prodavca su pare, preporuka zadovoljnog kupca.
Benefits for the sellers are money, recommendation from the satisfied customer.
Koristi za kupca su.
Benefits for the customers are
ušteda, spisak, nova mašina.
Savings, list of instructions, new machine.
Zaštita životne sredine, sretni radnici, manje opasne hemikalije.
Environmental protection, happy workers, and also less hazardous chemicals. And this is how Strahinja understood chemical leasing. And Strahinja is only 8 years old. We strongly believe that such successful model like chemical leasing should be explained also to school children. because there are so many things that can be learned from this model. The things like sound chemical management, environmental protection, circular economy, health and safety, but also trust, fair business practice, and win-win approach. The fact is that the new generation of managers and also engineers is growing today. Thank you very much.
I can totally understand why this application gets a special recognition, because when I started preparing for this job today, I looked up chemical leasing and I had a look at videos and I was like, oh my God. It was really hard to understand from my perspective because I'm not from the field. Yeah. But this is amazing.
This is amazing.
Even
Absolutely.
8-year-olds can understand it, so it's perfect.
Yeah, very. So this was our motivation for dedicated special recognition to that. And the next one? Shall I continue?
Please.
The next one is an example which was interesting for us and deserved a special recognition because it showed the importance of social media in spreading the idea and involving partners. It is in Vero Marketing, also Austrian company, and we dedicated this special award because we were impressed how creatively and how interconnected social media can be used to walk the talk, to get the message across, and to involve many people. That was really interesting for us.
And I think
we have a short message, right?
The company representative should be connected now to maybe give us some insights into their activities. Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome. It's very hard to speak after such a cute and smart little kid, but still, thank you very much.
Super.
We really appreciate this award very much, this special recognition. Because we as Enviro Marketing are really enthusiastic about the topic of chemical leasing since the beginning. And we are very, very grateful to the Austrian BMK that they gave us the opportunity to get involved in this. And in particular, we would like to thank Thomas Jackel.
It's always a good thing to do.
Really forward with his incredible enthusiasm, and he supported us in the best possible way. Thank you so much, Thomas. And now I want to pass on to my husband and partner at Enviro Marketing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome.
So thank you very much. So we are at Enviro Marketing. We will continue to work diligently to bring the business model to the world and make the greatest possible impact on sustainable chemical management and thus forward towards a sustainable future for us all. So congratulations to all award winners, but also to all applicants, because we are all designing our future together. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's 50-50 in a relationship.
Right, exactly.
Thank you very much for introducing this special category for us, or actually the special announcements. I think, Thomas, we're about to finish the ceremony now. We did everything we have to do, but there is one good news, one more good news, one good news after the other.
Exactly.
I have the feeling
Right.
the chemical leasing family is growing, if I can say it like that.
Right, right.
True?
Yeah. We thought it would, a couple of years ago, it would be a good idea to invite countries and also international organizations to officially join the chemical leasing family to show the commitment in a common declaration that they think that is really, when it comes to circular economy, a good thing, one of the rare examples where we can deliver a showcase that there are economically successful business models which pave the way towards sustainability and circularity. And so UNIDO, together with Switzerland, Germany and Austria, signed this common declaration. And luckily, it was joined by Sri Lanka, Serbia, El Salvador, Peru, and I'm afraid I lost one or the other country in the meantime. But today we can celebrate to have a new member in our family. It's Uruguay, and may I...
And I welcome on stage
yes,
Ambassador Her Excellency Maria Elisabeth Bogosian. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's an honor for us to be invited. I have some words.
You need a microphone.
Hello. Dear Mr. Jackl, dear Ambassador Goetz, dear diplomatic colleagues, dear UNIDO representatives, dear Mrs. Arns, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government of Uruguay, its Ministry for the Environment and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we would like to express our gratefulness to the government of Austria for the invitation to participate in today's award ceremony, successfully its 5th edition. Likewise, and as committed and recognized actor in the international environmental agenda, we are very proud to adhere and support the 2016 Joint Declaration of Intent on Chemical Leasing and become a new partner in this initiative, put forward by UNIDO, the Austrian, German, and Swiss governments. Our country believes that chemical leasing is a valid business model of circular economy that changes the focus from one increasing the sales volume of chemical products to one centered in added value, thus contributing in an innovative manner to the sustainable management of chemical products, minimizing chemical waste, and helping to preserve human health and ecosystems. The Uruguayan government attaches great importance to the decision to adhere to the Joint Declaration of Intent, since it is a clear indication of the official support to this initiative, which constitutes an excellent opportunity to give circular economy and sustainable development a key and meaningful role in our country. Therefore, we would like once again to thank and to convey to the representatives of UNIDO and the governments of Austria, Germany, and Switzerland present today the appreciation of the Uruguayan government for this invitation and its desire to work together in setting up of a close cooperative framework among the partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's really, really good to see how the chemical leasing family is actually growing. And maybe next time there will be even more countries joining. Well, that was the 5th Chemical Global Leasing Awards. It's time for us to say goodbye. Maria Grineva is showing me something and I'm not understanding it. I'm about to say it. It's not done yet. Yeah, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for joining. Also, all the people online. And I hope that you, wherever you are worldwide, we saw the map on screen. It's really all over the world. Someone is there who has to celebrate tonight or today. We will do that too here, I guess, Thomas, a little bit. And now I'd like to invite everyone who has been on stage today to come and join us here for one last big photograph. And also for a big applause that we want to give once more to all the winners in all categories. Thank you very much, Thomas. It was a pleasure to host this event together with you.
It was my pleasure. Thank
you. Please join us on stage for the last picture, or maybe more pictures.
Ambassador, won't you join us? Because you also kind of a guardian angel for many.
Maybe you can come in front. It looks better than in the back.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I wasn't sure.
You represent the